Very much. I'm really, really, really impressed. And I think there are quite a lot we need that still needs to be done, just like you guys said, especially in Middlesbrough, because that's where I live. So that's where I can speak for. Because like I told Mr. Ola the other day, I have a friend that just came and social worker started visiting her based on a little remark from the child. So I'm really, really concerned about the life of Blacks in Middlesbrough, and because I won't want my kids to be taken away from me, just as I won't want kids from a Black lady to be taken away from them just for a little mistake. So I think there's a lot that we need to do, a whole lot in Middlesbrough, and I don't know if there's a way we can come together. And like they said, I don't know if there are support, like lawyers that could stand for people, kind of like activists that we could talk to, that could stand for Blacks when things like this happens. Because I've had quite a whole lot of stories, and it's scary. At a point, I was considering sending my kids back to Nigeria. And it was because of these same kids that make me to come over to UK. So why send them back to Nigeria if they are the sole reason why I'm here? So I don't know. And I would like to attend the parenting class as well. I'm dying to attend it, to see if there's anything I'm doing wrong, to see if there's anything my friends are doing wrong that is bringing issues for them. Thank you.
Oh, bless. I love how Auntie said, I'm dying to attend it.
That I haven't had the opportunity in the first place to have this kind of program when I move in newly to UK. So I should recommend in the future, the main target will be those of us that come newly to UK. I regretted it because having known what I have known now, if I have had this course in the first place when I entered the UK, I wouldn't have had I would have been in a mess that I am now. So it's a good course. So I will recommend to all and sundry. So I haven't implemented yet.
Okay.
Because I'm incapacitated in a way that I don't have the children in my hand now to implement. So, but it's a good program. I recommend.
Fantastic. Message saying that who said there wasn't a manual to parenting, because my daughter's 12 years old, and you know, I keep on asking everybody, how do they do it? How do they do it? Because, you know, it's very different from how we grew up. It's very, I've seen how my siblings have been raising their children. And, you know, we've often said that, you know, how we were raised is not how we were going to raise our children, but everybody's just raising their child differently. And from what I see out there, and everybody's saying to me that there's no manual to raising children, that you just do it every day. And however you do it, you know, you just manage and blah, 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 blah. But I keep on saying there's a manual, there's something. There has to be something out there that, you know, how you don't go insane, how you don't pull your hair out. Because I just felt like I pull my hair out every day. And I said yesterday, who said there wasn't a manual? Why was this course not there years ago? Why didn't we have this course? I wish we had this course years ago, because I've learned so much. I've learned so much. It's like a lifesaver. It's like, you know, when it said you say your prayers, and God answers your prayers, and God will show up, and he'll show up at the right time. He shows up at the right time. He brought this course at the right time. He brought this course at the right time. So I just want to thank you all that, you know, nothing is ever in vain. Nothing is ever in vain. This course needs to be rolled out to everybody. You know, like I said, I'm the youngest of 11. I've got so many nieces, so many nephews. And when I was telling them about it, they were saying, please, 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 send them the details, send them the details, send them the details, because they've equally got kids that are driving them insane. So, you know, it's it's just a wonderful thing. So I commend you all. It really needs to be rolled out. I don't know. It needs to get to the social services platform. I know Ola keeps on sending out these blasts to everybody. It needs to be rolled out to social services. It needs to be rolled out to every one of them. They need to be on these courses. Every single, it needs to be put as part of the social services degree. They need to get to it because it forms part of their degree, because they absolutely know nothing about this. They need to know more. You're about to give us a case study. It should be part of their It needs to be. Part of this going and the government is now looking into all these. This needs to be slotted in. This needs to be slotted into that curriculum as well. So because then that will help to not have our kids taken away from us. They need to understand more because they lack that understanding. They lack that understanding. But then also, us as parents, we need to be armed as well. You need to be armed as well so that we can, have that fight as well, and know where to, slot in, know where that threshold is met or not met or whatever, and know what understanding that we also need to have. So this parenting course is a lifesaver, and everybody needs to know about it worldwide, and we need to arm ourselves with the law. We need to read more. We need to arm ourselves with books. I have various backgrounds, but there's books, Achieving Positive Outcomes for Children, your daughter, a guide for raising daughters, Colliding with Destiny. I'm an average reader, so there's so many books out there, and I've learned so much. So thank you.
Thank you.
So sorry that took so long, but
that was listen, honestly, every single word you spoke was like music to my ears, and my heart is bursting with pride. I'm so grateful to hear what you shared today. I'm sure Pastor Chika, Ola, Chido, every one of the organizers and facilitators feel like something is being done, history is being made, and we're rewriting our past right now by making intentional choices and decisions to come on here, to fellowship together, to learn. But
it's actually a pleasure to be here today. I've attended the one of the sessions before. I must confess, this course has been well needed for years, because I'm very passionate about not only just fighting the system to get the system to do the right thing, but I'm also very passionate about educating our own people so that they are aware of how to negotiate the system itself. Because then when you work from both fronts, you achieve a better result. So this particular course, Afrocentric Parenting Skills, for me, is about creating that awareness. It's about encouraging or helping people to understand how the system works here, and enabling, actually, parents to learn about the system here and ways of doing things which might be different from where we're coming from. And sometimes what we don't know. But there's that saying that my people perish for lack of knowledge. And sometimes that has been the biggest problem with some of the parents that we've come across. So Save the Woman organizing this kind of a course actually is come at the right time. It's come at a time where we need to continue to empower and support our community, and to encourage them, not only hearing it alone, but also I'm hoping there'll be the word is escaping now. There will be an opportunity for those who've been on this course to pass the information down to others, so that others can learn how to deal with situation, where to get support, what to do, what not to do, what is acceptable here and what is not acceptable here, because we've got to learn. So for me, this course is really an amazing one that I'm hoping will be rolled out to even other communities, you know, so that we can learn. At the same time, we can also fight from the other end as well. So well done to Save the Woman for this course. And I hope they continue to roll it out and not give up, you know, until things actually change. So well done. Well done, guys.
I want to start by saying that I feel so privileged that is my brother Oleleko that God has chosen to use to raise to our consciousness some of these issues concerning women and children and family. Usually when we think that it is a woman that will be raising issues like this, Save the Woman and issues of children and family. But those of us that from the Christian faith will understand what I'm saying, that the way God works is pathfinding. He chooses the vessel he wants to use at any point in time. And he's no respecter of persons. So thank you, my brother Oleleko, for being so persistent and not giving up and taking battles that are really, really very huge battles with little or no support, and keeping doggedly on it for over a period of time now. The last time I was in Middlesbrough, I could see how the community was broken because of the impact of some of the things we are discussing today. And I want to say to you that we are behind you and we are behind Save the Woman. And we want to do everything we can to support this journey. And I'm also glad of, and grateful for all the achievements so far. But talking about the parenting program itself, yes, Auntie Nana was right to say, who says there's no manner for parenting? And to have a beautiful culture as Africans. I recall the first time I met Auntie Nana. I went to meet her at the train station and she said, oh, we can go for coffee just across the road there and sit down and chat. And I said to her, no, ma, we are Africans. I can't have you in a coffee. I need to take you home. And I brought her home because that is who we are. And we need to be proud of it. We shouldn't lose the very solid and positive aspects of our culture because of the circumstances we find ourselves. No culture is perfect, but there are so many positive things about our culture that we should embrace and be proud of. We are authentic and original, and we shouldn't lose sight of that.
My name is Bini Araya, and I'm based here in Middlesbrough, where Save the Woman have a groundbreaking presence in communities. And I have met Ola. I have lived here for about 20 years, and most of my work is with people seeking sanctuary and those granted refugee status. Our project is to span from basic response to people's need to formal training, supporting people who are en route to employment. So coming back to Save the Woman, I have met Ola about 6 years ago or so, when he was a student at the university, and he came to my office, pouring out some of the injustices that he sees around people from the African origin within the university and within the neighborhoods where he started to live in when he moved here from Coventry, I think. Then things developed, and I started to share my own experience at my place of work with Ola. And then I think the rest is history. Ola is a very persistent, a man of principle, who stands by, and he had seen few rejections from people who doesn't have principles in both authorities and communities, but he kept that going. And I think he benefited so many of us in a way that sometimes it's so easy to give up. and to walk away, because there is an overwhelming pressure in all directions to make you feel that way. And what I think Save the Woman has done in terms of responding to the injustices, specifically speaking around social services, is something that we are not yet there. But we have a very good, clear path on what needs to happen. And I think this type of training, the Afrocentric training, is something that we are going to, sadly, in a way, that we will have to prove to authorities. But I think that is the only way to do it. A positive solution. So I think it's two things. One is providing a positive solution to an issue, but also at the same time, concurrently, ensuring that injustice should not happen again. So so I think Save the Woman is leading on both directions. I think and they deserve, or we deserve, shall I say? I think Save the Woman is everyone. To be honest, this is not a core group or fanatic group of people or individuals. I think it affects everyone, and I think we need to be behind it, be part of it, try to support it, meaning that we are all in it together. Thank you.
I think last year, February, before the lockdown, I was in Middlesbrough, and I spoke with passion about the concerns about Middlesbrough, and I prayed over it as well. So it gives me pleasure really to come back and to say a few words. Everything that I've heard already, I think what I want to bring in, to just give a context, is around this institutional racism. This, the gentleman that spoke later, says we are providing a solution. When they see evidence and we go back to the government, they will know that we are working towards something that is resolving the problem. And I want to link it quickly. I don't know how many people, because what you are doing, the Afrocentric Parenting Skills course, is about resolving issues. We are providing practical skills for parents. I'm a parent as well. I'm a grandmother, and I wish this course was provided many, many years ago when I was raising up my own children. We didn't have that opportunity. So there is something here. So when it says the manual, definitely this is a manual. And what I want to really bring out is the government report, because I think it's necessary to tie into what the government is thinking about the Black British or Black African. There was a report that was recently published called Commission on Race and Ethnic Disparities. And that report was actually talking about cultural tradition, family, and integration. It says family structure has gone through a revolution with greater strain on families. And what the government was saying, there's a need for resources, to have the right resources and support for the families, so that at least some of the problems we are going through, we can begin to tackle them at the local level. Interesting, it says the support, the nurture, and the care and family networks. So everything that we're doing here, all the different agencies that are here tonight, is all part of the social and the cultural capital that we are talking about, to work together in collaboration.
My heart is bursting with joy and gladness for all the feedbacks and the excitement, the passion in our community. We have suffered enough, and now we are going to take the bull by the horn and stand up for ourselves. So I celebrate every parent, every community person here, representative, every group that have joined in today. This is the fourth cohort of this. We started last year. I appreciate in a very special way the director of the founder of the Save the Woman, Brother Olaleko, who is a great man with big vision, and he's accomplishing a lot for our community. And I am glad to be part of what he is doing. I also want to extend my thanks to every, okay, now Brother Ola, you were on the phone when I was talking about you. I said, you are a great man, and I identify with you. I am really proud of what you are doing. He's a no-nonsense man, a voice for our own people. Thank you so much.